Most people today think modern cars are weak, built to look beautiful, hide problems, and fall apart before 200,000 kilometers. But that's not the full story. Because a few cars on the market right now can reach 500,000 kilometers with calm, confidence, and almost no drama, and almost nobody talks about them. You're here for the truth, not marketing. You want a car that won't destroy your savings or your nerves. And today, you'll see 5 models that can actually survive 500,000 kilometers. If you want real information without fluff, hit like and subscribe, because what you're about to see goes against everything the industry wants you to believe. Let's start. Toyota Corolla Hybrid, 2020 to 2024. On paper, the Toyota Corolla Hybrid looks boring, safe, predictable, a quiet little sedan for people who don't care about power or style. But in the real world, this is one of the few modern cars that can climb peacefully to 500,000 kilometers with calm, confidence, and almost no drama, and almost nobody talks about them. The secret isn't magic, it's engineering. The Corolla Hybrid uses a 1.8-liter petrol engine supported by an electric motor. That electric system carries a huge portion of the workload at low speeds, during traffic, and while accelerating from a stop. Less load on the engine means less heat, less friction, and drastically less wear. Every kilometer you drive on electricity is a kilometer your engine doesn't age. That's why these cars refuse to die. Inside this engine are parts that come straight from Japan, factories famous for extreme precision. It's the same hybrid DNA that created the Prius, the legend that hit 400,000, 500,000, even 700,000 kilometers worldwide. Metal alloys, machining accuracy, and cooling design weren't built to impress brochure readers. They were built to last decades. And if you want proof, just look at who drives them. Taxis. Lots of taxis. Taxi drivers don't care about trends. They care about engines that survive brutal city mileage, constant stop-and-go driving, and 0 days off. In Germany, Corolla hybrids rack up 300,000 kilometers like a warm-up run. They don't sit in workshops, and they don't drain bank accounts. Even the transmission plays a role. The e-CVT inside this car doesn't rely on dozens of moving gears. It runs on a simple planetary system with almost nothing to break. It removes complexity, removes grinding, and removes future headaches. So while other cars look exciting in showrooms and disappointing at 200,000 kilometers, the Corolla Hybrid keeps moving, quiet, stable, cheap to maintain. A boring car on paper and an absolute monster on the road. And if Toyota could make a small hybrid sedan last this long, wait until you see what they did with a full-size hybrid SUV. Because the next car on this list is the Corolla's stronger brother, and it might shock you. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, 2020 to 2024. SUVs usually die early. Too heavy, too complex, too many parts under stress. But the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid refuses to follow that trend. From its reinforced engine block to the oversized cooling system, every component is built to endure long drives, harsh weather, and years of daily use without complaints. The 2.5-liter hybrid engine doesn't just move the car, it protects itself. At low speeds, the electric motor takes the load, reducing wear, while the petrol engine only steps in when needed, keeping stress minimal. It's no wonder German and European families love it. This SUV isn't just practical, it's reliable. Parents trust it for school runs, long trips, and even weekend adventures on rough roads. Its hybrid system balances power and durability in a way few competitors can match. And the proof isn't theoretical. Owners report smooth driving even past 120,000 kilometers, with engines and transmissions feeling as fresh as the day they left the dealership. With basic maintenance, it's entirely realistic to see a RAV4 Hybrid cruising past 500,000 kilometers without drama. So, if the Corolla impressed with quiet, long-lasting reliability, the RAV4 takes that same DNA, adds strength, space, and presence, and turns it into a vehicle built for real life. But if you want luxury and longevity, the next car will show you exactly how far Japanese engineering can go.
Lexus ES300h, 2020 to 2024. If the Corolla and RAV4 are reliable, the Lexus ES300h takes it a step further. On paper, it's a luxury sedan, But in reality, it's the closest thing to a 600,000-kilometer car you can buy today. What sets it apart is the attention to detail. Every material inside the cabin, every moving part under the hood is designed to last. Premium alloys, reinforced components, and superior noise insulation mean wear happens slowly, quietly, almost imperceptibly. It ages like fine wine, not like a stressed-out commuter car. And the hybrid system? It doesn't just save fuel, it protects the engine. Low-speed driving is handled almost entirely by the electric motor, reducing heat and friction, while the petrol engine joins smoothly only when needed. The e-CVT transmission remains simple, clean, and reliable for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Maintenance is surprisingly reasonable for a car of this class. While German premium brands easily cost €1,000 or more per service, the ES300h averages €350 to €600 annually. You get luxury without paying for fragility. Executives, frequent travelers, and professionals know the difference. They choose Lexus because it's not just comfortable, it's a car that keeps its dignity over decades, not just months. And while Japanese engineering dominates this segment, wait until you see the next car where simplicity and honesty in design take durability to a completely different philosophy. Mazda CX-5 2.5 2024 Focus. If you thought longevity meant hybrids only, think again. The Mazda CX-5 2.5 is the anti-turbo warrior, an anti-turbo SUV built for simplicity, reliability, and years of stress-free driving. Without a high-strung turbo, there's less heat, less pressure, and fewer delicate parts to fail. That means fewer unexpected repairs and a much calmer ownership experience. This is a car designed for people who want peace of mind, not adrenaline in the form of forced induction. Mazda's philosophy, known as Jinba Itai, isn't just marketing, it means every part of the car is designed to feel harmonious with the driver. Solid suspension, interiors that age gracefully, and components built to last. Every detail is thought through, so the car doesn't just move, it survives. I've seen it personally. A friend's 2020 CX-5 2.5 still drives quiet, smooth, and stable after years of daily use. Oil changes and routine checks are enough. No surprise breakdowns, no hidden costs. It's a car that rewards care, not overhauls. And the best part? This SUV balances durability with real-world usability, space for family trips, comfort for long drives, and a driving experience that feels effortless. Simplicity wins, reliability wins, and Mazda proves it every day. And now for the surprise, a European heavyweight that redefines safety, strength, and longevity all at once. Volvo XC60 B5 2020 to 2024. Meet the safest tank that refuses to age, the Volvo XC60 B5. While many SUVs struggle under weight and complexity, this Swedish machine was designed for durability, safety, and peace of mind. The B5 uses a mild hybrid system that reduces engine load at low RPMs, lowering internal stress and heat. This isn't about flashy performance, it's about balanced, long-lasting engineering. Every component is sized and reinforced to handle years of daily driving without drama. Scandinavian build philosophy shines through everywhere. The body is stiff and solid, the suspension absorbs abuse without fatigue, and the interior materials don't deteriorate quickly. No cracking plastics, no rattling panels, no premature wear. This is longevity you can feel the moment you sit inside. European buyers trust Volvo because it delivers consistency. It's calm, precise, and intelligent, a car that doesn't demand attention but quietly earns respect. With basic maintenance, the XC60 B5 can easily surpass 500,000 kilometers while retaining its elegance, stability, and reliability. And with that, you have it, the 5 cars built to survive 500,000 kilometers without turning your life into a mess. Now let's wrap it all up and see what makes them truly exceptional. Looking at these 5 cars, one thing becomes crystal clear. Longevity isn't about horsepower, flashy gadgets, or the latest trends. It's about smart engineering, thoughtful design, and simplicity. Hybrids protect the engine, naturally aspirated engines reduce stress, and solid construction keeps the years from leaving their mark. The lesson is simple. Choose peace, not marketing. Choose a car that serves you for decades, not one that drains your wallet and patience after a few years. Which of these cars would you trust to last 500,000 kilometers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to hear which one you'd put in your garage. Because in the end, a car isn't just metal and wheels, it's a companion for your journeys, a shield for your family, and a tool for your life. Make it last, make it reliable, and make it a choice you won't regret.